Es cuando ya nos vamos a la órbita, ¿no?
La curvatura se ve cuando la cámara es de ojo de pez, como la que llevaba el que se tiró de Red Bull.
Sí.
Ahí sí que ves la curvatura, pero si la cámara es una cámara normal, se ve todo recto. Normalmente volamos a lo máximo, el techo del avión es 41.000 pies, que son 12 kilómetros, 800 metros o algo así.
Sí.
Pero normalmente volamos a 35, 37, que
¿Y a esa
son
altura no se ve?
10...
La curvatura.
No, hombre, no, según... a ver, yo he volado con el IER a 47.000 pies, con el IER del jet privado, que son unos 13 kilómetros, 600 o algo así, y tampoco.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
No.
No? What did you see while we were up there?
Just the blue sky, white clouds.
Yeah, is it flat or
Pretty flat.
pretty flat?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Captain, someone wants to say hi, is that okay?
Oh.
Do you adjust for curvature when you get up to a certain altitude?
Well, yeah, when you see the sun coming up on the horizon, then I know if you will.
But the plane stays at an even pitch throughout the whole flight.
Yeah.
So I mean, not too much curvature to count for.
No.
More flat than anything.
Nope, you close your eyes, you won't have a clue.
True. More flat than anything?
What was that?
It's more flat than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Flat or a ball?
Flat. What's it called? I think it's flat.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty flat to me.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And you've got that flight in.
Excuse me, do you mind?
How you doing?
Very well, how are you? So you know how we just took a flight of descent?
Yeah.
Did you have to compensate for curvature?
Yeah.
So did you just have to compensate for curvature due to the flight of descent as we landed just now?
No, not necessarily. Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much. So the pilot just told me that the earth is flat.
Hey, I just want to say thanks for the smooth flight.
Great.
I did have one question. Is there like a specific angle of downward tilt you have to fly at?
3 degrees.
3 degrees
That's it.
for the curvature of the Earth?
Oh, for the Earth?
Because,
No, we just fly over the troposphere.
really?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
do you have to keep like kind of going down because?
No, we actually have to nose up. They fly. Yeah.
Really? Because I was reading some stuff on the flat Earth that made a lot of sense. Have you looked into it?
This one?
I was reading a lot of stuff on the flat Earth.
Okay, yeah. True.
It's true?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
All right.
God bless, brother.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
I'm a fellow, Casey Josh, I'm a fellow, just PPL, hello, pilot, here.
Yeah, nice.
I've got a couple of serious questions to ask you.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there's a big time. Curvature.
Curvature?
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't allow for curvature, do we?
For anything, not you usually.
No, we're round, we're a disc, aren't we? Round and flat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, look, honestly, quite seriously,
Yeah.
we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
This flight from Taiwan to Los Angeles, there's an emergency along the way and needed to land the plane as quickly as possible. Why in the world would they land all the way up there in Alaska? If we were on a supposed globe, Hawaii is just right there. Oh, I get it now. Taiwan to Los Angeles, Alaska is right on the way. This flight from Argentina to India, emergency happened along the way, so they stopped all the way up in Amsterdam. Like, why didn't they go straight across? Oh wait, they did. Argentina to India, Amsterdam is along the way. Now this one will really make you scratch your head. This flight from Auckland to Peru, emergency happened along the way, so they landed in Los Angeles, passing the equator. Like, why would you pass the equator when you could have just went straight across? Makes sense. Auckland to Peru, Los Angeles is along the way. Guys, I could do this all day. Flight pass proves that the earth is flat. But send this to somebody that needs to see this. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about these flight pass. But if you haven't followed me, follow me so you never miss a video. Like always, God bless. Peace.
Antarctica, which is in the very south, is an ice wall that's around all of the continents. So instead of us being able to go around the world, it's all enclosed by Antarctica's ice wall. So the United Nations map is actually the flat Earth map model. They have actual borders around this, and then you see all the continents spread out. So if this was a globe, they spread it out like this. So that's the model that they believe in. There's an Arctic ice wall around it. And one reason this gets perpetuated and people think it's valid to think Antarctica is the barrier is because in the late 50s, there was a treaty signed by almost all the major countries of power to not let anybody go into Antarctica. So if you try to get close to Antarctica, they're gonna tell you, get the hell out of here. You could go on little explorations of it, but nothing without a bunch of people monitoring you, right? And planes don't fly over it. All flight patterns take you away from Antarctica. No one's flying directly over it. They always take a weird route. Like there was an airplane that was going from the Philippines to Los Angeles, which should be a straight route, Philippines to Los Angeles. Mid-flight, a woman, her water broke. So they had to make emergency landing. They could have either just turned around or kept going to Los Angeles. Somehow they ended up in Alaska. So the flight plan to get them from Philippines to Alaska, if you put it on the flat Earth map, it's a straight line from the Philippines to Alaska. But when you put it on a globe, it makes no sense, right?
Y'all don't find it weird that all of the space junk winds up right there? Like, even like the satellites and everything that's supposed to be floating in space, right? But they all fall in that specific area. Even when they're shooting off rockets. Bro, do y'all understand what I'm saying right now? Just look at it, cousin. Listen, all of that shit goes right around there. Isn't that like just a little questionable? I find it funny when they shoot nukes into the sky, it goes straight up, and when they shoot rockets that's supposed to go to space, they curve.
On the left, grabs nothing from the other astronaut and sets nothing down. I love the guy in the background that is zooming around here on a harness back and forth. This wasn't a good day for NASA. And I think I just caught a new mistake. Maybe someone else has already pointed it out. But do you remember this disappearing astronaut? It's a continual shot. And so the naysayers can't claim that it's just splicing two clips together. But here's a similar one, just not as obvious. Do you see how his foot becomes see-through? Anyways, I could go on for days on all the space fakery from all the different nations. Unmistakable, permed hair that flows nothing like it should in a zero-G environment. Bubbles in space, repeated CGI mistakes. Obvious use of harnesses and wire fails. Evident use of blue screen technology. The reckless playing with water. The fact that the ISS was never assembled on the ground for extensive testing before it went into space. The impossible longevity of the valves and seals in space. A mistaken reflection of a cameraman off of a cosmonaut's visor, etc. But in the end, it really depends on whether you will allow yourself to investigate the matter. The bottom line is, if they can lie about the Apollo moon missions, the Columbia mission, satellites, ISS, or space, then they could lie about everything. Thank you again for allowing me to speak today, and I especially want to thank Adi Roos for organizing this spectacular event. This has been wonderful. I hope that we can all meet again someday. Thank you very much.
The Earth might be bigger than we thought. For years, people have debated over the shape of the Earth, if it is round or flat. But what if the Earth had more than just 7 continents, and Antarctica is a giant ice wall that kept us from seeing the rest of the continents? What if, once you made it past the ice wall, you'll find 20 other continents that are hidden from us? And what if there was a map that showed this? There are theories that these continents contain prehistoric animals, aliens, and advanced civilizations, and that the 7 continents that we are living in is actually a giant farm or business owned by a small handful of families that make up the filthy rich past the ice wall. That is why.
Why does it look like a big-ass bullet? Y'all ever think about that? Look at this shit. These are the other rockets. Don't that shit just like a big-ass bullet, right? Now peep this.